tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, The Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
They had a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a chance to breathe easier now, 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Zappe throwing for it on 4th.
Consistent, made up my mind that no matter what I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot.
We're just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready? Ready,
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing Jones. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown! Giants. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Hello.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
7-7, our score after 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw on target to James. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Now Jones.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Giants have taken the lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones flushed out right. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with three receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 32 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And they're... First down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darnay Holmes just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a short gain here down to the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay,
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Finding Watkins.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins, 88 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Jones looking around.
This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them.